Hello everyone, welcome to Coffee, Love, and Books. I'm Michelle, and today I am going to be doing my October possibility pile. So I found out last month that I am just not very good at doing a good amount of reading and scheduling reading when school's going on. Who knew? So this month it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing more of a possibility pile approach. This is what I'm going to be reading. Also this week I'm hopefully going to release my August wrap-up, which I did not release or edit or anything, but I did film it, and I finished a lot of books that month, so I would feel very sad if I did not eventually upload that. So that's what's happening. Anyway, so I'm going to be going through what I am hopefully definitely going to be reading, and then the other things that are a possibility. So, without further ado, let's get going. Now, first one on here is Upside Down. Is The Namesake, which I meant to read last month and I never got around to. I don't think I'll read it this month either, but it is up there on what I want to read. I definitely do have a desire to get through this book. My neighbor recommended it, and I really do want to read this, but knowing myself and knowing school, I don't really think I'll get around to it, but it's just out there. This is about a Indian immigrant family and just all the stuff that happens to them. So we will see. I really would like to get to this someday, but just might not be this month. Alright, and then the next one, which I'm going to finish reading because I only have like 2 chapters left and it's for school, is The Great Gatsby. I actually should have probably structured this differently, but anyway, so The Great Gatsby is, if you don't know, set in the 20s. It's about a young man named Nick told by his older self about just some time he spent in a certain area, and this very intriguing man named Gatsby. Now this is an amazing book. I've really been enjoying it. One of my favorite classics so far. It's definitely up there. And just being in the 20s, being in this very intoxicating, dreamy kind of age, Fitzgerald has a wonderful tone in this book, and just the commentary on society at large, and it's also very interesting since Fitzgerald played a lot into those society standards. So it almost seems a little bit hypocritical, and it's just a very, very keeping you on your toes, exciting book, and I would totally recommend it if you have not already been forced to read it in high school. Alrighty, and then the next one I have that I do not have on me is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I was watching a spooky book recommendations video earlier today, and I realized I hadn't really picked out any spooky books to read this month, so I chose to try and read Pet Sematary. This is on the... I don't know if I'll get around to this book this month, but I definitely want to try, especially since I have never read a King before, and that's because I'm a big fraidy cat when it comes to movies or like books. So I've heard that Pet Sematary is on the milder side as far as scariness, but it's also very deep, which I thought I would really enjoy. So it's the one I want to start with. If it doesn't terrify me out of my stocks, I may go for another King, but we shall see. I want to definitely get into the spooky season vibe, just get all autumny in this place, and that was such bad wording. Anyway, I just really want to get in spooky season, so I chose another book which I think I'm definitely going to be more devoted to finishing than Pet Sematary, and that is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. This book is basically a bunch of people go to an island and they realize that they're just gonna die, and stakes are added through this poem about how each person dies and they are killed in like the way that was mentioned in the poem. That is It's supposedly pretty creepy, but not so creepy that it'll turn me off of scary books altogether. And I'm just really excited to get into my first Agatha Christie. I've wanted to read this one for a while, and since I finished Mansfield Park and spooky season, I just decided that the classic I'm going to pick up this month is an Agatha Christie. So I'm really excited for it. And then there were none, and I'm so excited. That's one I think I'm definitely going to be focused on. And the other one that I'm going to be very devoted to reading this month is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson from the Stormlight Archive. I definitely am excited to have this back, and I really, really want to finish it this month. Did not work out last month, but hopefully with my undivided attention to it, well, it will be divided with a couple of other things, but I really want to finish this book when I have it now in the next 3 weeks or so, and I don't know with school and work going on if that'll happen, but I definitely am going to give it a try. I'm really getting into it. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm starting to become more understanding of the world, and I'm getting into it, and I can't wait to be more, I want to get to that point where I am, enslaved to this book and just wanting to keep going. I just really want to be there because I miss that feeling, and I'm excited. I really am. Alright, so that is my October possibility pile. Happy spooky season, everyone. I'm so excited for this Halloween. Please let me know what spooky books you will be reading this month, just your Halloween plans. I know it's different this year, but I hopefully you will take this month as just a way of kind of embracing the autumn spirit, no matter what situation you're in. I hope you all are doing wonderfully, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye!